Hello guys, welcome to another video on this AWS Solutions Architect. I think that's what it's called. Let's see what is. So it is an AWS Certified Solutions Architect, and it is for the associate level. And we are going to do a lab on Bootstrap. And Bootstrap lets you install additional software or customize the configuration of cluster instances. And a Bootstrap, what it does is that it runs a script after the EC2 is launched. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be running um, a service. We are going to be running an Apache server. We're going to start that Apache server and we are going to create a website as soon as the EC2 is launched. So let's go ahead and go into AWS. Now, before we do that, I want to show you guys that on my identity and access management, I have created a role. And the role that I created is called admin access. And what this does is that it gives um, admin access to my EC2. So we are going to be attaching this role. If you don't know what a role is, I suggest you to watch my previous video on a role that I was talking about roles, and I did a lab on it, so you can see what roles are. So let's go ahead and go into the EC2. And in EC2, the first thing that I want to do is I want to configure a security group, and I want to create a security group. And this one is going to be called, uh, I'm just going to call website. The description is going to be the same. I'm going to leave it in my default VPC. We are going to add an inbound rule for HTTP to allow all. This is going to allow any IPv4 address and any IPv6 address. We are going to add another one. It's going to be SSH. Outbound rule is going to allow all traffic. That's fine. Let's go ahead and create it. Um, so we have some errors. Let's see what happens. The source needs to be a CDR block. Um, oh, it is yelling me. So I just want to do anywhere. I missed that. Create it. There we go. So after that is created, let's go ahead and just delete this one because I'm not using it. Yes, delete. And now let's go ahead and go into instances and we're going to launch a instance. We're going to select the first one. We're going to select the one that is there. We're going to click next. And on next, what I want to do is I want to um, assign a role to it, which is admin access. The role that I show you guys that has admin access is going to provide full access to my EC2. And then we are going to go all the way to the bottom, down here. And let's go ahead and make this bigger so you guys can see everything I'm going to be configuring. There we go. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and go into the bean bash. And this means that it's going to be a bash script that I'm going to be doing. So in here, the first thing that I want to do is I want to do a yum install, and I want to install HTTPD. And this means is that I want to install the HTTP server or the Apache server. Okay, and then after that, we want to do a service HTTPD start, so I can start my Apache server. Then after that, I want to go into CD. I want to go not to CD. I want to go into var www HTML, and then in here is where you have to place your HTML website or that index.html file. And then after we go in here, what I want to do is I want to do an echo, and this is what I want to write. I want to write a HTML, and I want to add a header to it, and I want to do to my out welcome to my automated website. Let's just leave it like that. And then inside the quotes, I want to go ahead and close my HTML. And actually, I want to close the header first. There we go, H1. And we're also going to close that HTML. Then after that, what we want to do, we want to go ahead and insert that into this file that we're going to create called index.html. So we're going to do an echo, and then I want to create this file right here, and I want to insert this echo in that index file, and that's going to create this index file, and it's going to add it in this location, right? Good. HTML, make sure that I spell that right. HTML, good. Then after that, what I want to do is I want to create a S3 bucket, AWS S3, and then MB for make bucket. Then we're going to go into S3, and we're going to create a bucket, and it's going to be called EERRTTHHYYGGFFDD. And I'm doing that because it needs to be a globally unique name. Otherwise, it won't be able to make it. Okay. So I want to go ahead and copy this because what I want to do after that, I want to do AWS S3 and copy my index.html file. So what I want to do is I want to back it up to this bucket that I'm going to create. And then we are going to check config httpd on. And what this does is if my in my EC2 reboots, I want to start that HTTP Apache server. So let's go ahead and see what I'm doing. I'm going to go into bash because I'm running a bash script, making sure that everything is good. Number sign, exclamation, slash bin bash. That's correct. Then we're going to do yum install httpd -y. So that it is going to install my Apache server so I can run a website in it. And then we are going to start that Apache server. We are going to navigate into this location. And in that location, I'm going to add this title or this text into this um, file, this index.html file that we're going to create. Then we are going to go ahead and create a bucket, this bucket right here. And inside this bucket, I want to copy my index.html so I can back it up to this bucket that I have created. And then we're going to check to make sure that my Apache server is running. All right. Next, now let's go ahead and click next. We're not going to add any storage. Add tags. Let's give it a name. HTTP website or HTTP web. Let's just call it that. Let's go ahead and click next um, to select my security group that I created. And I want to select this security group that I created that I named website. The description is website. And I am allowing HTTP from IPv4 and HTTP from IPv6 and also SSH from IPv4 and SSH from IPv6. Review and launch are good. Let's go ahead and launch it. And I'm going to be connecting to this EC2 with my assistant key. So I still have that key. So I'm going to acknowledge it and I'm going to launch the instances. Let's go ahead and view instances. It is pending. Do not pay attention to this one right here because I terminated um, this EC2 machine, which is from my previous video where I was talking about roles. And like I said, if you guys do not know what a role is and how a role is used, I suggest you watch that video and you can see me how I attach and detach roles to that EC2. And as you can see, it is still in the pending state. Let's verify that we have what we need. Now it is running. That's good. I want to see that my security group was attached, right? It is this one, and it is attached to my EC2. Let's go ahead and go to the instances, and we can select it to make sure that it is attached. There we go. Security groups is attached, and the role is also attached, the admin access role, which has full access to AWS. Therefore, it's going to be able to create that S3 bucket that we added. So now, if we want to go ahead and go to that website that we created with Bootstrap, we can go ahead and copy this. And let's go ahead and just paste it over here. And as you can see, welcome to my automated website. So the Bootstrap worked. I created that, like I said, what I did was I installed that Apache server. I started that Apache server, then I went into the location of our www HTML, and then I did an echo there, and I placed that text inside a index.html file. Then I created a AWS S3 bucket, and then inside the bucket, I backed up my index.html file. And if you want to go see if the S3 worked, let's go ahead and go into S3. And you can see that bucket that I created um, after my EC2 was launched. And if you want to see if the index was backed up, you can go into this bucket and you can see the index.html is in here. You can select this. Actually, let's just go ahead and click on it. And if you try to go to it, it's going to give you an access denied because it is not public. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and make public and you want to go into the index.html. And there we go. That is the index.html that I created. Okay. So this is it for this video, guys. I show you guys how to bootstrap a bash script into your EC2 so you can automate anything. So let's say that if you were running a website and you still have that index.html file, what you could do is you can just write a script and launch your website um, in seconds. Because if you have the bash script and you have the index.html backed up, what you could do is you can just copy everything that was on your website and just um, make that website available, just in case your EC2 gets terminated by accident or anything like that. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. And if you have a Twitter account, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at 69 Daily Tips. And if you don't have a Twitter account, go ahead and create one and then follow me at 69 Daily Tips. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I love you guys. Bye bye.